Welcome back to Marky RC. Today I'm going to do a little review video, or a little run through basically, of the Tamiya Bearhawk. It was one of Tamiya's sort of mid-entry level buggies, and I think it's pretty cool. It was model number 58093 and it was released on the 28th of the 5th 1991, so 34 years old now. This one's in pretty good condition. So let's pop it on the turntable, get into this little review. Right, here we have the Bearhawk on the turntable now. Like I said before, 1/10 scale off-road buggy, high impact styrene body shell. The tub chassis on this particular car, I'll show you that when I take the body off, is pretty much the same as the Falcon. The Bearhawk's rear wheel drive has a sealed rear gearbox with 3-geared plastic differential, rear metal drive shafts, and the kit came with a 540 silver can, which is mounted at the rear of the buggy to give a bit of weight over those rear wheels. The kit came with a 3-step mechanical speed control, plastic bushing, friction shocks front and rear. They came with a medium spring, independent suspension front and rear, which was non-adjustable, apart from your tracking on the front wheels just by adjusting the little tie rod ends. Cool wheels on this. I do like the speed dish wheels. They came with a ribbed front tyre on a skinny wheel and a spiked square spiked tyre on the rear wheel. Battery goes horizontally across the chassis for really good weight distribution. And I do think the Bearhawk chassis does look pretty cool with a moulded in roll cage on the rear, sort of styled after the 1980s desert racing buggies in America. Pretty cool driver figure. He's painted with with a look on his face as if like, blimey, we're going too fast. Super easy to build, super easy to maintain. I'll show you the chassis in a sec when I take the body off. If you was going to upgrade one of these and you're going to actually run it, they are pretty indestructible. You can get loads of hop-ups for them. Adjustable tie rods, front and rear, ball race it all, stick a brushless motor in, and a modern day speed control. But this one is in really good condition, and they are very hard to get hold of now, so more than likely probably won't run it myself. I'll just leave it as box. So let's have a look what the chassis looks like. We have the Bearhawk now with the chassis taken off. Very simple design. I do think the old mechanical speed controls take you back to when you was younger, with the old ceramic resistor on the back. As you can see there, steel drive shafts, steel out drives. So it's a slightly hopped up, you know, a little bit hopped up more than some of the Grasshopper and the Falcon and the earlier buggies. I mean, they all had plastic out drives. So this has got metal hubs as well in the wheels. Friction shocks, very hard to find those red friction shocks now. The old mechanical speed control. And all the original radio gear, all the ACOMs, original servos. That tub chassis, which was renowned for filling up with rubbish. And then you've got underneath just a basic tub chassis, which this one has never been run. It looks as though someone, I bought this as it is, I didn't actually restore this one, but it looks like a few parts have been used. I don't know whether someone's put one together from parts. So let's give her a bounce test. Right, the Bearhawk bounce test. Whoa, bit squeaky. I think those friction shocks might need a grease up. Blimey, but they do nothing. To be fair, that has got to be the most, well, apart, I don't even think the Grasshopper's that bouncy and noisy. Well, probably not, I wouldn't really class that as suspension, more than some springs holding the body up. But put some CVAs on, change that mechanical speed control, brushless motor, maybe not even a brush, maybe even put on a BZ motor with a brush speed control, because that, I know they rip those motors. I've got one of them on my egress. So I do think it's an awesome buggy. They are getting harder and harder to find now in good condition. So tell me what you think. Do you like the Bearhawk? I think it's a cool looking buggy. It's not going to be the best performing buggy in the world, but probably spend maybe £60–70 and it would rip. Set of bearings as well. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was a long time ago, about 40–50 quid I think. But now they're getting up in the sort of 150s, 200 range in this condition. So yeah, like I say, let me know in the comments what you think. Hope you've liked the little Bearhawk review, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.